Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the TV6 Digital Desk live stream. My name is Molly Birch, and I'll be taking you through a recap of today's headlines. This stream runs every night starting at 8/7 Central Time from Sunday to Thursday. Feel free to comment and ask any questions you have in the chat as you feel like it, and I'll do my best to keep an eye on it, answer it as we go, and catch up with you afterwards if I don't get to it while we're live. With all of that business out of the way, let's take a look at our first story for this evening, where a truck spill, a Moyle dump truck slowed traffic, on M35 today near the intersection of County Road 492 in Negaunee Township. According to the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy, dewatered residuals or sludge from the Ishpeming wastewater treatment plant spilled from the truck. Eagle says the truck was transporting the material to the county landfill for disposal and is now being cleaned up. The area will be treated with lime to disinfect, and we will keep you updated with new details as they become available. And new tonight, a boating access site in Ishpeming now has another alternate entrance. Yesterday, we told you about the Michigan DNR was made aware that a gate was blocking access to Lake Angeline. The owner of the gate put it up to block the entrance running through his property. Let's get the right label in there for us. There we go. The owner later opened access to boaters and anglers. Today, the Michigan DNR found an alternate route that will allow boat access to Lake Angeline without entering the homeowner's property.
We did have easement off an old U.S. Steel easement that sort of skirted the entry road that was here before, and our crew from the Berga field office came down, put some gravel down today.
The DNR encourages boaters and anglers to enjoy Lake Angeline over Labor Day weekend. They also say to respect the property owners that surround the lake. And a monthly subscription box is helping UP children with the grieving process. Star Children's Bereavement Services is offering Wonder Boxes to kids in the UP who have lost a loved one. Wonder Boxes are filled with craft supplies, activities, and exercises related to the grieving process. It's delivered to your home every month from September until April for free. Star Children's Bereavement Services says the boxes help kids work through their grief in a healthy way.
That gets them working on things and understanding maybe their own grief and their emotions and their feelings, and then being able to work on it together with family or friends. That can provide the opportunity to start being more open and sharing memories about their loved ones and working through that process together.
To apply for a Wonder Box subscription, go to uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. And a popular downtown Marquette restaurant and brew pub is under new ownership. The longtime owners of the Vierling have sold their business to their employees. TV6's Andrew Lacombe tells us what this means for their customers and the history of the Vierling.
The Vierling, a historic downtown restaurant and Marquette's oldest brew pub.
It's a magical spot. It's on the corner of Front and Main. You can't get any better than that.
38 years ago, after 9 months of renovations on their own,
Here's us putting in the arch windows.
Christy and Terry Doyle opened in October 1985.
There's the finished product. Off we went, and it's been great ever since.
Terry says it's time for a new page of Vierling history.
We needed to get out. I'm getting at that age where when am I going to leave the business? And Joey and Chum has been here for 36 years. Joey's been here for 18 years, who's the kitchen runner, manager, chef.
Longtime employees, now the owners of this downtown focal point. They say loyal customers shouldn't worry.
Menu and stuff will remain the same. You'll still be able to come get your blueberry beer and your whitefish chowder, We're pretty much going to operate the way we have been.
Everybody knows me as the brewer for years here, and I do that still, but now I'm taking on a lot more roles that I'm learning as I go.
As Terry flips through memories,
We were giving it away what it looks like now. Croissant and jam, 95 cents.
he says downtown Marquette has transformed in the past 4 decades.
Downtown is hot as a pistol. It really, I mean, we have customers lined up at the door.
Momentum the new owners plan to carry on.
This tourist season, I know it might have been down for some people say, but to us, I think we've had a really great summer this year.
And Doyle says he won't be far.
It's really been these guys running it since COVID, so nothing will change, and I get to go to camp.
Andrew Lacombe, TV6 News, Marquette.
Thank you, Andrew. And the NMU Women's soccer team was also in action this afternoon with the Wildcats facing the Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs.
Third minute.
We pick up the game in the first half tied at 1. Sophomore Molly Pistorius streaking in moves over to the middle, shoots and scores. NMU up now 2-1. Just a little later, Hannah Castamo with it. She passes to Pistorius, who buries it again, making it 3-1 for the Wildcats. The Bulldogs, though, would score 2, a scramble in front of the NMU net, and Elena Spoud scores for the Bulldogs. Each team would go on to add 1 goal apiece, but the Wildcats win it with a final score of 4-3. And in back to school and beyond coverage, school is back in session and buses are back on the roads. The Michigan State Police says drivers need to be careful around buses and know bus safety laws. When yellow lights flash, slow down, be cautious, and don't pass. If the red lights are flashing, drivers need to come to a complete stop at least 20 feet away from the front or back of the bus. A Gladstone Public Schools bus driver asks people not to tailgate and to remember it's kids who ride the buses.
Just be aware that we are carrying our young little humans and they are our precious cargo. We are totally responsible for them on our buses. And as a community, just take a breath. Be cautious when you do see the yellow bus.
State troopers say if you're in a hurry, it's best to leave early. And finally tonight, the Peter White Public Library wants you to know September is Library Card Sign-Up Month. In addition to books, a library representative says a library card gives you much more. Back-to-school resources, several programs, and the new Library of Things. This has miscellaneous items, kits, and kitchen gear.
Peter White Public Library is such an important part of the community. We really are a community hub. So you can come in the library, you can sit and do a puzzle. You can sit and play chess. There's lots to do. There's all kinds of programs that go on. Every day there's something happening in the library.
You can sign up for a library card at the Peter White Circulation Desk. All you need is your ID and proof that you live in one of the designated tax zones. And that's all the stories we have for you tonight on the TV6 Digital Desk live stream. Be sure to tune in Sunday night, where I'll be here at the same place at the same time. That's 8/7 Central Time with a recap of Sunday's headlines. If you have a story idea you'd like to share with us, feel free to contact us at any time. These are a few easy ways to get a hold of both myself and others in the newsroom. And again, you can contact us at any time. We'd love to hear from you with any story ideas that you have. Thank you again for joining me live at the TV6 Digital Desk. Have a good rest of your night.